All right, guys. So another thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is another kind of one of our pillars as Students for Life on this campus, at least for our social media planning, is I want to be the account is designed to be informational, educational, and drive community engagement. So that means our informational posts are kind of in the category of, these posts that talk about our meeting times and kind of what we're doing. Like this one could be just informational, like it's very cut and dry, bare bones. Even the copy for this caption, it's just very to the point to say, hey, this is what we've got going on, this is what our plans are, etc. And then education is I'll just go on to community first. So community more so is we look at different club members and what is going on with our club. So you got photos and stuff like that, just to give props to our people around us. But then the third part of it is in social media work, we call this content buckets, or content like topics or pillars. There's lots of terms for it, but I call them content buckets because I think it's funny. So the third content bucket for us is educational. And sometimes people don't know a lot of the history or anything about the pro-life movement and just what we do in general. So part of the education is just helping form connections with our community. And one of these things is that we got going on is our quotes of the week. So this one I found and made after I was watching the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender on Netflix. There was a quote in the show that I really felt resonated to what our mission was, actually. So I made a quick post about it to stay relevant. Because again, in social media, you want to be timely and relevant as well. And speaking of being relevant and timely, is you want to keep an eye out for those larger movements of like March. It's Women's History Month. So again, with the pro-life movement, one of our large focuses is women, and I wanted to help our members and also just the community in general see that about the important women that have come before us, and this kind of month-long campaign that I've been making. So there's gonna be 4 posts. I've done 3 of them. So this is the first post for Women's History Month. This is Alice Paul. So she was one of the authors for the Equal Rights Amendment in 1923. So she was the first one in this series. And then I did Elizabeth Cady Stanton. I made this post a little bit farther back, probably a couple semesters ago, but I kept it in my back pocket to use for an opportunity like this. And then the last woman that I did was Susan B. Anthony. And all of these women have, in some capacity contributed to, the pro-life movement. So I need to make one more post for this week. It is spring break, but social media never sleeps. So I wanted to get a post made for that. So I was doing a little bit of research, and I was trying to find either like some like pro-life quotes. I was on, this Xavier.eu, hopefully finding some female quotes, like Susan B. Anthony's on here, but I've already done her. So, or like Sandra Day O'Connor. I was kind of looking at Florence Nightingale to see if there were any interesting quotes there. But I was doing a little bit of research, and this document is what is it titled? So, the history of the pro-life movement. Oh, come on. Oh, where is it? So I was reading this section, the pro-life movement and women's rights. Where did I put it? Was that the page that I was reading? Nope. Quest reverse. No, I think it was here. So in this section, the most prominent woman in the pro-life movement during the 1970s was probably National Right to Life Committee President Mildred Jefferson, a Boston surgeon who was the first African-American woman to graduate from Harvard Medical School. I had no idea who Mildred was before I kind of dove into my research, so I figured that some of our members and some other people might not know who she is, so I figured I would do our last post about her, because our previous posts have been towards the beginning of the 20th century, and I wanted to, you know, get a little bit more, how do I say it, a little bit more contemporary here. So in that second wave of the feminist movement. So I found, just by doing a little bit of research about Mildred Jefferson quotes, and this actually first quote that was pitched to me, I am at once a physician, a citizen, and a woman, and I'm not willing to stand aside and allow this concept of expendable human lives to turn this great land of ours into another exclusive reservation where only the perfect, the privileged, and the planned have the right to live. Banger of a quote. I'm gonna run with it. And the source of this quote is from the New York Times, and they sourced it from a 2003 profile from the publication The American Feminist. So I'm gonna be using this quote. Because again, another thing when you're, you know, making content and putting stuff out there onto the internet, you want to make sure that, number one, you're not quoting weirdos. You're not just quoting some schmuck off the street. You want to make sure that they are, you know, credible, and they are, you know, will, you know, be an asset to our cause. So I figured Dr. Jefferson is a good candidate. So here is how I make a quote post. So currently right now I have our spring 2024 inspirational quotes going, and typically when it's not like Women's History Month or anything, I just have a weekly quote of the day that I do. Like I have some pre-made already, so Lila Rose, Dr. Seuss, and I found this quote from Agatha Christie that was pretty good too. So yeah, so you can see this is where I made the Susan B. Anthony quote, but these other pages down here, they're just some design templates that I thought that I liked, but I think I want to go into a little bit more specifically to what I need, because I like to have a photo of, you know, the woman, or to have some kind of picture. So, a photo quote, if I can type quote. Let's go, I think this one looks pretty good. And then also I'm gonna add another one just to add another page. This one also looks pretty good. Hillary Clinton, not a pro-life girly, so I'm gonna have to change that to copy. Paste, and then I'm going to go to here, just copy this. Okay, so now we have just a little work to do. Nope. I'm just gonna make this a little bit smaller and manageable. I think I like, how does that look for sizing? And then I'm going to need a picture of Mildred Jefferson. So there's this Harvard Institute photo. There she is, probably when she graduated. Here's the graduation photo details. Mildred Jefferson receiving a degree from Allentown College. Okay. So I think because we are a college campus, I want to use this photo. So save image as. That already has her name in it. So can I save it? Oh, grr. So I'm going to then go to Google then. Quotes, images. Just Jefferson. Let's see here. Where is... Am I able to save this photo as... No, it still won't save as a JPEG or a PNG, is what I'm looking for. What about this cute little photo? Save image as. Oh, JPEG, perfect. Mildred Jefferson. Now what I'm going to do is go back to Canva and go to Uploads. And then I need to go to here. Like that photo, it uploads. Oh, but you see, here's another thing when you're making social media content. You see how low resolution this photo is? It does not look great. So I'm gonna have to, as much as I think this photo is cute, this photo needs to be a little bit higher resolution for me to use. How about this photo? Okay, this photo is a little bit bigger, so it's about 1600 by 1500. So save as, is it? No, I want it as a JPEG. Again, will the Washington Times save image as grr. What about this photo? Save photo as. I'm just gonna save this to see if that will work. Canva might not like it, but I guess it did. So I think I'm gonna go back to our search results then. I'm gonna save image as. So that ends in 63. Save. This one. Yeah. That one looks great. So I'm gonna add that to the frame, but I'm gonna scooch it down just a little bit. We're gonna crop it so we can see her. Crop it just a little bit more, like so. Alright, so now we have to make this a little bit more in the design language of our account and branding. So I need to add in somewhere. I'm going to copy this. Copy. Okay, paste. I'll set it down here. Like so. And then this color, so the last one that I did of Susan B. Anthony had a background of like that purple. So I think I want to stay away from that. I'll see what that looks like. And then maybe I'll do the purple for these flower details. Yeah, that's nice and subtle. And then maybe what I'll do is, you know, I feel like having it be white, but I want to see what it looks like with just a little bit of opacity to it. And then this line, I'm going to make it red. Do probably just a black so we can read it easily. And I'm going to change this font to our branding text, so Barlow. If I can spell. I'm gonna do, what does that look like? Yeah, I think I like that. And then I want to do Barlow. See what medium looks like. Semi-bold. I think medium is easier to read. And I'm just gonna make okay, so I think I like the way that looks. So what we do have is our Students for Life logo here, and we've got our brand colors, and we've just changed it just a little bit to be more in line with our design language for our Instagram. So I think I like this very much. But I think I also want to add where this quote was first published, so the American Feminist publication. The American Feminist. And then I'm just going to bring you down just a little bit. All right, so I think I like this quote. Now, you know what? Here, what I'm going to do is you see, I'm always tweaking things. I'm always looking at it, thinking, oh, it's fine, it's good. No, it's not. I want more. I want better for us. So an element that you can add is like a quote. A graphic mark. Like, I don't think that will work. What does... No, that's the pro. Because we are poor, we don't pay for Canva here. It's a good quotation mark that doesn't cost money. up here that we're okay. Maybe these. We're gonna size these down and then flip horizontal, make them smaller. And I want to change these to the brand red color. How does that look? I think I want them small enough. How does that look? I don't know. I don't think it fits. Yes, okay. I think I like this very much. So yeah, so this will be our, so again, going back to the file name convention. So something about Canva is that you can name individual pages. So I'm gonna copy this, copy, go down to this page, but I want to differentiate it from the other post 7. I'm going to change it to 8 because I'm going to move it to the 8th page position. Up, 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 up. Okay, yeah. So page 8, inspirational quote. All right, I like it. And then I'm going to download this specific page, so it's page 8. We want to, no, I want page 8 right here. Just this one. Done. Download, and my light went out of battery. We're downloading. Okay. Come on, Canva. Oh, this is when I have 800 different tabs open and my computer is sweating. Okay. You know what? I think I'm just gonna exit these pages. But I believe that should do it for how to make a inspirational post on Canva.